everyone doing? Welcome to Speedy Live with Chris Johnson and Julie Nguyen. The ambulance is coming because it's hot over here. It's like 85 degrees in Southern California. And I know we are all spoiled because we always have nice weather. And now when it comes to a little bit of heat, we're like, oh, no. So we're all spoiled. But hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining our Speedy Live with Chris Johnson and Julie Nguyen. My name is Julie Nguyen. I'm coming to you from Orange County, California. My dear friend, Chris Johnson is in Missouri. Michigan. That really explains. I only had an hour and a half of sleep last night. So Chris, I wanted to tell you this. This morning in ONPASSIVE 360, you have said the word impact. There's so many things that was said in ONPASSIVE 360 this morning, but the word impact that you said this morning, that kind of carrying on with me today. So let's call this an impactful Speedy Live. So Chris, please say hello and what you've got today.
Hello, everyone. And yep, I'm not in Missouri. I am in Michigan, but I could have probably told Julie Alaska today because I know she's tired and she would have believed me. Yeah, it's a big word. And it, believe it or not, it really does define what impassive is. And I kind of looked it up, and between myself, Julie, and my daughter, we wanted to understand what's some other meanings of impactful and what it did. So we did the natural thing. We Googled it. Took us about 25 tries because Google just doesn't understand my voice. And what did I come up with? All right. So what is another word for impactful? Impact or impactful? And it gives you kind of four contexts: having a significant effect, one; emotionally inspiring, two; Julie's favorite one. Trust me on that one. She loves that emotional part. And I do too. Compelling or convincing in nature, and providing inspiration. All those things, believe it or not, are what impassive are. Okay. And the adjectives are, let's just say, having impact or effect. Okay. Impassive is infectious. If I said that word right, I don't know.
Infectious?
Infectious, that thing I did. You know, I'm kind of goofy on my words today. When I say that, I mean, when I first got into ONPASSIVE, I was almost addicted to it when I'm like, wow, this is, and I knew nothing about it. That's the honest to truth. That's the honest to God truth. I knew nothing about it. And within 2 or 3 days, I start reading all about it. Next thing you know, I'm impacting my brain with everything I knew about artificial intelligence, everything I knew about automation or digital, or one of my favorite things that I learned many years ago, traffic, which we had the best traffic in the world. It was impactful to me. All right, then you're going to go to the emotional inspiring. This is Julie's favorite, but I'm going to fill in for Julie on this. See how good I do. All right. So Julie isn't a very emotional lady. She really is. She's got a big heart. If something's sad, she's going to cry. If it's funny, she laughs. She don't laugh at my jokes, but she laughs when it's funny. When you understand what impassive is, it actually becomes an emotional ride, because not only is it going to take care of you and your family, it's going to change things in the world. And to be part of something like that, even to me, is very emotional. Knowing that I can help out, knowing that I can be part of with millions of people, helping out, fix the world, adjust the world the way it should be, address things that's never been addressed before. That's going to be emotional. I have a feeling I'm going to have to be crying a lot of tears of joy as ONPASSIVE launches and pushes OBUS out there, plus what the products are going to do. All right, then we're going to go into convincing or nature. You see, we never tried to convince anyone about ONPASSIVE, but when you understand what ONPASSIVE is, ONPASSIVE convinces you why we need it, why the world needs it. All right, number one, and this is something I don't say a lot, but I want to say it because I want you to understand. When we say we have the greatest products in the world, I'm not lying. And there's so many ways. When you first see our products, and myself, Julie, and a few of us have seen sneak previews of some of what's coming, okay? You're just not going to say, well, yeah, there's something new. No, man, your jaw is going to drop. All right, your eyes are going to explode and you're going to say, holy cow, wow, that's how big these products are. You see, but we don't show anybody yet because it's been a secret. We built it up literally secretly because that's how Ash wanted to do. We didn't want to spread everything we had out there. Why? Be honest, other technology companies would try to take it. That's why it was such a closed secret. But now we're coming to the open because we're on the verge of launching. Okay, actually, we actually say we are launching. We're in the process of launching because of the steps that we're taking. What does that mean? It's very impactful. It's very, very impactful. Inspiration. All right. And I told Julie, let's only make this a speedy, and look at me. I'm going on. Julie, I'm sorry. Inspirational. Okay. ONPASSIVE is 100% inspirational to me because I know what it's going to do for us. I've seen the products. I've heard other things, let's just say in the pipeline, that are coming toward the founders, to help the company also. And it's very inspirational, folks. Hey, knowing in a few years that my life is going to completely change after we launch. And I say a few years because in a few years, it's really going to be big because it keeps growing. It's very inspirational that I understand that I'm part of a company that's going to completely change the world and help thousands to millions of people. And I say thousands of millions of people who don't have no skills, who know nothing about technology, and they can still do this. That's the cool thing about it. So I'm inspired, I'm impacted, and I could probably go on with 1,000 other adjectives, but I got to give it to Julie because yesterday she did, or 2 days ago, she did all the talking. I thought I'm going to get her back. Julie Nguyen, go ahead, back to you.
It's really lovely of what you are saying here about ONPASSIVE. Well, we all know that ONPASSIVE create with a true heart around it, not only just one heart, but many hearts around it. And today we are talking about impact, the word impact, right? And I was just sitting here looking at Google and I searched up, what's the most positive, positively people that actually impact the world the most. Well, it came up on an article from Forbes who posted an article in 2014 that they listed the 9 core behaviors of people who positively impact the world. And I have the article and I can't wait to really dive into it and read more. But only those 9 cores really define the core people, right, behind ONPASSIVE. First of all, our CEO, our tech team, our founders around the world. And I'm going to read these 9 cores behavior to you, and you're going to see that these are the people, these are the behaviors of the people who are going to be making the most positive impact to the world. Number 1, they dedicate themselves to give what their life meaning and purpose. Number 2, they commit and continuously bettering themselves. Number 3, they engage with people in open, mutually beneficial ways. Number 4, they invest time and energy, not in what it is, but what it can be, right? I love that. The next one, they embrace critic, right? Critic, I can't say the word critics, right? The next one, they spread what they know. Oh, look at our community of founders. We spread what we know. The next one, they uplift others as they ascend. As they move up, they lift up people to go with them. They view the journey as the goal. Exactly what we are doing here in ONPASSIVE. The last one is they use their power and influence well. That, the 9 core behaviors of the people who make the most impact in the world, which these are the cores that I see in ONPASSIVE. It started with our CEO. It goes down to the leaders. It goes to the tech team, everyone that are involved in ONPASSIVE. And it's really beautiful. This article that I find very positive, and I'm going to use it, and I'm going to dive deep into it and see what else are in. And these are the cores that I wanted to share with every single one of us. That's the core of the people that makes the most influence, the most impact in the world. And I see all of us are in it. I see all the founders, the leaders, the our CEO, everybody's representing that core. What's your thought on that, Chris?
Well, the bottom line is the Ashman Fire has built a core foundation, which is the founders. We do have over 1 million. You know what? We have a lot more than 1 million, but I like that round number 1 million, which is a very strong foundation. You've heard us say we've got 2 big offices in the Burj Khalifa. One is the highest office in the world, by the way, that we own. ONPASSIVE owns. Me and Julie don't own them. We're part of them, but ONPASSIVE owns it. We wish we owned it, but and if you look the history of what it took to build that building and the foundation they had to build, they had to go, I think it was 30 or 40 yards or 60 yards deep, if not deeper, to create the foundation before they start building this building. ONPASSIVE's roots, ONPASSIVE's foundation, it goes a lot deeper than that, because we literally built a building worldwide, global. And our building, which is called ONPASSIVE, what I call it fictitiously, can be seen all over the world. And soon it's going to be heard all over the world. And the sound that you are going to hear when ONPASSIVE launches is a lot of laughter, a lot of smiles, tears of joy. And I promise you'll hear all that, because that's exactly what the foundation did. And I heard something very important today, and I got to say it, kind of going with what I'm saying. I wrote it down, and I thought it was very interesting. It said, if you plant nothing, nothing grows. So let me say it again. If you plant nothing, nothing grows. Ashman Fire planted a seed in one individual. All right, I believe God planted that seed in his brain to do this. He shared it with one individual, and it grew and it grew. In the last little over 4 years, it's grown into a lot of seeds. So he planted the one seed he planted, it grew multiple times. You can kind of say that he's the head farmer. We'll call him the head farmer today, because he's the one that initially got out there and planted the seed. Because what did I say, Julie? If you don't plant no seeds, nothing's going to grow, right? And that's what we kind of all did. We followed his footsteps. We understood what he wanted to do. We understood his heart. We understood his dreams. And it's the first time in my life that I actually looked at a CEO with nothing but respect, because I've worked for CEOs and all I seen in them was greed, power, and hey, Chris, go work hard so I can drive this nice Mercedes Benz. When you see Ashman Fire to the world, people will understand who exactly he really is. He doesn't care about any of that. He's not a materialistic person whatsoever. He planted the best seed in the world, and he got a whole bunch of seedlings out of that, and we're still growing. And the whole truth is, when you really meet someone for the first time, you don't really know about him. And I got to meet him. I knew a little bit about him. I was blown away. He's very humble. He's very humble. And everything he says, he reiterated. When he says it's a done deal, it's a done deal. But his biggest done deal is watching millions of people follow in his footsteps and actually help people lift them up, take care of things, fix things that are broken. And ladies and gentlemen, that's truly what ONPASSIVE is all about. Julie, let's talk about our YouTubers, unless you got something else. I'm getting all emotional. It's having an impact on me, you know?
Yes, let's talk about the founders, the YouTubers that we are helping to promote them. So we've done many people, and I won't list them all, but this week we have Peter Searle, we have Anji Han and Janet Butler, and today is Wednesday already. Yesterday we did not do a Speedy Live because it's a busy, crazy day. So we probably going to run those 3 channels another week because of the posting. We haven't really done much because of, this week, as I have kids going to start school. So it's really kind of busy weeks today. So then, we're going to do that. So Peter Searle, Angie Han, Janet Butler, we're going to run yours again. And then this Friday, we're going to have Heriberto coming on, doing a live with us. And then sometime, probably tomorrow, we're going to have Peter Searle, Janet Butler, and Angie Han's coming on with us. These individuals have done so many things behind the scene that has helped ONPASSIVE, many people around the world. And they're also special with Peter and Angie, they're speaking another language. So we try to bring out different languages around the world, different style of people, different thinking. We're going to do our very best to kind of bring a lot of people together. My thinking is that, what else is better than when we are do things together with unity and love? So that's what ONPASSIVE is all about. It's unity, love, and globally. We do it in a grand scale, with everybody's included. So that's what our goal is. And then in about 35 minutes at 7:30 Eastern time, Susie and myself, we are going to have ONPASSIVE spotlight. So if you are currently watching our YouTube channel, please click subscribe. If you're on Facebook, please follow. At 7:30, we will be doing a live stream at the website www.thetop.live. It's going to be live streamed to all over 20 YouTube channels all over the world. And then after that, we are going to have a winners webinar. So if you're currently in ONPASSIVE, you're in such a good time right now. And then tomorrow in the morning at 1 p.m. Eastern time, there is going to be a founder meeting where we are going to have a heart-to-heart conversation. So if you're founders of ONPASSIVE, it will be posted tonight in the back office. And if you're not founder of ONPASSIVE, we do hope that you are joining us as a founders. There's still opportunity for you to be part of ONPASSIVE. All you got to do is get back with someone who's here. There are pending positions where people that signed up and didn't have a chance to pay or didn't, just whatever it is available now for you to claim that position. So if you're interested in those positions, please get back with whoever that share ONPASSIVE with you. We are here in unity and in love, and we welcome you as well. So thank you everyone for joining us today. We do have friends from Facebook, David Peer, M. Kaylee, Maria Patterson. So good to have you, Tanya, Steve Hannard, Michael Hughes, Roy Davies, Chris Johnson, you're here. Roy Davies, Nyavile, good to have you, Sister Marcian, Malcoop Mouse, LC Patch, Irshad Sheikh. So good to have you here. Shahabuddin Ahmed, good to have you here. Yanten, good to have you here as well. Hayat Nasri, good to have you. Dippy Roy, let's see who else. Hadi Fal Mario. Keiko, I'm looking forward to speak with you sometime this week. If you have a chance, please let me know what's the best time that we can chat. Paula, Christina, good to have you here. Paula is new. I haven't seen her here before. Timothy Dillon, good to have you here as well. Our sister Listra T, good to have you as well. Anthony Samani, good to have you. Mala, good to have you, Mala, here with us. Abdul, go ahead, Chris, just jump right in. Wisco, good to have you. Mela, good to have you here as well. Jump right in if you're ready to go, Chris. Please.
I think you got everyone, Julie, because it's the same names you call up. I'm seeing on your Facebook too. So Roy Davies, you got Roy, right?
Fam Juan, good to have you here. Yes, I got Roy Davies. I got Andrew Sherry Durstaway here with me. Peter Howjay, good to have you. Our sister Pat Parent, thank you for joining us. David Rosalski, good to have you. I think I pronounced that right this time, David. Tanya Stephen Majinder, good to have you here as well. Penny Pruvo, good to have you. David Switzer, not Switzer, we love you, David's friend here. Niwat, good to have you. Peter Majinder, Sherry Durstaway, good to have you here, Angel. Pam Stanovich, I'm going through the list right now. There's a lot more, and it just keep jumping. So I'm just gonna say, I'm gonna stop right here because we are on Speedy Live. If we miss you, Sunny Bright, we apologize for not getting you on this time. Please, next time, if you jump right at the very beginning, we'll catch you. And I'm literally scroll through the list right now, see if I miss any. Tiana Penguin, good to have you. Chakma, good to have you here. Raymond as well. Thanks so much for joining us today. All right, I'm running out of breath. Chris, back to you. Annie Hayward, Shamiksha,
Listen,
Das,
I'm gonna make this easy on you. Watch
Steve
this.
Rod,
Julie, can you hear me? Can you hear me, sweetie? Oh, I'm gonna
Rashid
make this.
G,
Will you stop? My goodness.
Young.
Should I just fire her, Amanda? That's what I should do, eh? Listen, I'm gonna make it easy. If your first name starts with the letter A, all the way through B, C, D, all the way to Z, how you doing? This is Chris and Julie. Thanks for seeing us.
Brilliant, Amanda.
Wait a minute. Listen, Julie's tired. I got to get her to go lay down and take a nap. Don't let her fool you. She's very tired. She had hours sleep last night. And she'll keep on going if you don't pull the batteries out of her. So I'm going to pull her batteries out. I'm going to let her take a couple hours snooze. I'll wake her up in a couple hours, and then we'll start all over
in 30 minutes, we have ONPASSIVE Spotlight.
You're right. Susie and Julie is called, what is it called again? Impact what?
No, ONPASSIVE Spotlight.
Oh, no, but I'm impacting the ONPASSIVE Spotlight. So we are going to make an impact on the ONPASSIVE Spotlight. Don't miss it. Everyone say bye, Julie. Bye, Chris. Tell her to go to bed. Thank you for sharing us. Keep going. Stay positive. Remember, go impact someone's life. It's a good thing, and it sure feels good.
Absolutely. Come and join us in half an hour. We have Janet and Buddy's joining us from Massachusetts.
Janet and Buddy's coming?
Yes.
I love Janet and Buddy.
Yes, they are coming and join us. So we'll see you soon. Take care of yourself.
Bye.
Bye.